Hello, everybody. We are live. Say hello, guys, to our audience. Good
Hello,
evening,
everybody.
everyone. Good afternoon
Hello,
and good morning,
everyone.
wherever you are watching. And I think it's this Moira's time is afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. Correct, sis? This is going to work soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, here we are again. We are gonna have a discussion tonight. Beyond Bedside Nurses Talk, we actually have a topic for today. But I think before that, let me just quickly go. Anyway, how's everybody? I know here in Australia, guys, it is 8 o'clock, 8:46 in the evening, and it's very, very cold. Anyway, just give me a second. So we're gonna talk about this. We're talking about how nurses can be like doing these shifts, and it's really hard, isn't it? So there's comes a point in every nurse's life where duty speaks louder than comfort. So saying yes to shifts even when your body say and mind are saying no. But this isn't just an exhaustion. It's the resilience, the responsibility, and the reality many women live through, especially the nurses, not just for women, but also for other men as well. So it's the silent strength of showing up, pushing through, and choosing your family's future over your own footing. And you know what, guys, this is the reality right now. Even as we work um, more and more over through the years, there for many of us as nurses who are trying to do our best for our patients, our families, and our responsibilities, even though our bodies are saying no. So, guys, before I'm gonna throw some questions to our lovely ladies here. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Luisa Injano. I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor for more than 4 years. I'm currently living here in Sydney, Australia. I'm a dedicated wife and a passionate citizen nurse. I've been in the nursing industry for 12 years. My goodness. And I am doing this business as part time while I'm doing my nursing job as casual. So let's do this. So we're gonna hear from Sis Moira. She's in Dubai. So hi, Sis. Please introduce yourself to our audience, and then I'm gonna give you a question. Take it away, Sis.
Thank you so much, Sis Louisa. Thank you. I'm so glad I'm able to join you guys today. I'm actually it's my second shift. I'm night duty, so I'm originally from South Africa. For those that do not know me, coming also across my page for the first time, I'm residing in the UAE now. 5 years plus. I'm a registered midwife doing my full time job still, mom of two boys, and I'm having this online business that I'm running part time. Um, so, yeah, I the question that Sis Louisa was dropping earlier on about, you know, why we always say yes, and your body doesn't want to say, go to work. And that happened to me actually yesterday, Sis Louisa. The previous night I had a very bad night. I couldn't sleep at all. I'm not sure, it was just a stressful moment, and I couldn't sleep, and I was worried because I had to get up at 5, and then every time I watched my phone and the alarm, when is alarm going off, so yesterday's day shift was the worst, but I have a financial responsibility for myself and my kids and everything in my life. That's the main reason why I just had to get up, and go to work. And obviously, I cannot just stay away. I have a responsibility at work as well. Those are the things that that made me get up out of that bed yesterday morning. And but you know what, guys? To be honest, I actually experienced it recently. with a sudden, didn't feel well and things like that. It's because I didn't take note of the red flags and of the warning signs that, Moira, you need to slow it down. Although things there's things that you need to do, your work, your responsibility as a mom, being a healthcare professional, and all the roles that I'm playing. um and that is why, guys, I can just tell you that if there are warning signs, take a look at it and go check yourself out, before something really seriously happens to you. And then at the end of the day, that work and that building will still be there. And where will you end up? uh, More stress at the end of the day. So that's my advice that I can give. Take note of that warning signs. If you need to take a break, you take that break. If you need to, not do anything on your phone, we are online business owners. If you need to, just put that phone down for a day or two, then you do it, right? um Nothing is going to change, in that 2 days, if you haven't done anything, because you need your full self, right? You cannot also give from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, how can you give to someone else? How can you give to the people that you love, your family, your colleagues, and if everybody, right? So this is just my experience. This is what I went through. And yeah, I'm just taking note, and I'm just told myself, even today, I said, you don't work for a boss in your home also, Moira. There's no there's no one that you're working for in your house. Why do you have to do all these things? Because always I find myself with either the broom or the mop or something, or if there's a cup in the zinc, then I will wash it, But this is how we are, mothers and women, this is how we are. But there are really times, to be honest, that I feel like, I'm really not gonna do that. I'm just gonna close that stuff or close the door, and I'm going to relax. So yeah, this is me, this is Louisa. That's my answer that I can give to
Thank you,
everybody.
sis, for sharing. But you know what, guys? I don't know if this is just because not just being a woman. I think the really, the night shift that it's just at different times, and even like waking up, you know, um, even like it's time to go to bed, but there were just moments that we can't really go to sleep, isn't it, sis?
Mm,
Sis Moira? And it's really hard, but I guess because the responsibilities that you used to, not just at work or but even at home. But sis, I just want to throw this question for you. So when was the last time you honored your own limits instead of everyone else's needs? I know, yeah, you're so busy, mom, but do you have anything in mind? You know, when was the last time? Is it a hard question?
no, you know what, Sis Louisa? To be honest, not long ago, when I just decided that, um, I have done so much, and I give myself to so many, right?
Mm,
This is not just professionally, but on a personal level as well. And then I just, because of not what the sickness or whatever happened to me, unwellness of recently, but it was like previously, this couple of few months that actually happened to me in on a personal level. Your emotional well-being is just as important as your physical well-being. And when I start realizing that this emotional well-being of mine is affected more, and it's really affecting now my physical health as well, so that's when I decided I can't, I can't. So I made decisions, that life-changing decisions, to be honest, Sis Louisa. And when I've made that decision, that, Moira, you need to put yourself first, right? You put yourself first, you put God, and you put your boys, because they are my main responsibility. Um, Life started to feel a little bit more light. because I felt like, yeah, this this weight that was that I had carried, is off, and now I'm doing and focusing what I need to do. The important things, priority. And that was not long ago. That was like also recently, Sister Louisa, and it made me felt good. I felt proud of
Yeah,
myself taking that step, um, because someone else is not going to do or take care of yourself the way you're going to take care of yourself. I don't know if I'm making sense.
yeah,
I'm speaking
absolutely.
about what I went through. So yeah, the best way is just to take care of myself. I cannot
Yeah,
depend. I cannot depend on someone else. I just need to do this, right? And I and I,
yeah,
and I told my 10-year-old as well, you need to do this on your own. You need to do this for yourself. As you grow up, there's not people that's gonna be there for you. There are those significant. There are those limited, or those few. That really comes up for you. But in their own way, in a certain way. But there are things. They're just those specific things that you need to take care of yourself. So yeah,
that's
tough
really true.
question, Louisa. But
No,
yeah,
I think we are all experienced, and then like sometimes we women we try to finish everything in a day, so we don't need to do the things tomorrow, right? And we try to be like, I don't know, not a hero, but we want to do a lot of things. We want to, because it's
yeah,
kind of fulfilling when we actually finish all the tasks that we need, right? Yeah, don't try to be a hero so much, because sometimes our we only have one body, and as we discussed last week, it's very important to take good care of ourselves. Sometimes we need to choose ourselves for once, not everyone
yeah,
else needs, because if something happens to you, how can you look after other patients, and how can you do your job? Sometimes rest is really important. It's not a weakness, but of course it's survival.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sis Moira, for your insight. So let's go to Sis Noma Gugu here. Give me a second, guys. I have a problem in this. Okay. I think Sis Noma Gugu, I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best. I can't drag you in the middle. Anyway, Sis Noma Gugu,
Mhm.
please introduce yourself. You just go ahead. We can't put you in spotlight.
Okay.
And share
No
your.
worries.
Go ahead, sis.
Okay. Hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Noma Kukukomo. I am originally from Zimbabwe, but I have been residing here in Australia for the past 10 years. I've been a nurse for the past, what, 6, 7 years? Yeah. And yeah, I think that's pretty much a little bit about me. And yeah, I've been going up and down. I started nursing in New South Wales, worked as a nurse, regional New South Wales, went to Tassie. Now I'm in Queensland. So I'm just all over the place.
So, sis, how
Yeah.
do we have this stopping saying yes to shifts even when your body and mind are saying no. Have you have that kind of experience as well? You've been in 6 years, but
Hmm.
can you give us like your experience about this, sis?
Oh, yeah. So this happens more often. I think it just comes naturally. It tends to come naturally as nurses, like or not even as nurses per se, as everyone who works. You just want to say yes because you think the more money you get, the more stable, or the more stable, yeah, financially stable you will be, and all that. Like, so most of the time, money will be the main motivator when you keep saying yes, I think, to
Mm.
those shifts. Because yeah, at the end of the fortnight, you see your pay slip, you'll be like, I think I can do more next week.
Yeah.
You'll be, the more I'll get more. Like you would still want more, more, more. So yeah, I think that was the main motivator before, when I used to say yes a lot. And then as always, there comes a point in life where your body won't agree with you. Like you want to do all that, but your body will just keep warning you that you have to take a rest. We believe that we're still too young. We were told to go to school, work hard, get, yeah,
Yeah.
so you can have a stable life and all that stuff, which is true to some extent, but when there comes an opportunity like an online business like this one, you don't have to work that hard to compromise on your health. When they like, if there is a way to actually make income or to make life more comfortable through, digital business, it's more flexible and all that. I guess what I'm saying is yeah, I used to do that before I found this type of business. When yeah.
Thank you, Sis Namagugu, for sharing your experience. Yeah, I think remember when we were when I used to be young back then. Like you keep working because you can, because you have more energy. But then
Mm,
you realize, because our job is very tough, like hands on. But you
mm,
realize in the next few years, I can't do anymore where I used to be working. And yeah, you can definitely, like, every fortnight when you say, "Oh wow, you get paid so much and all that," and because of the responsibilities, you keep thinking all the bills, and also like what you want to help your family back home and all that. But then yeah, it's just never stopped. And then sometimes you feel guilty as well if you can't help, like especially I remember when you especially when you're full time, you have this guilty, like, somebody got sick and you have a short, your unit is a short staff, and then you just can't say no, and then you just feel guilty about it. So sis, I have a follow-up question. So how many times have you pushed through exhaustion because you felt you had no choice?
plenty of times. It's hard as it is being an immigrant, right? Working as a
Mm,
mom away from your extended family, with
yeah.
kids as well. So sometimes you just have to ignore all the other sicknesses. Like you'll be like, oh, it will pass within a few days. I'll push through it because the motivation just drives you. You want to make sure you are not late on your bills, like, mortgages and all that, and sending some money. Because my parents are still like, I still have parents and siblings back home, and I have to, like, it's part of us. Most immigrants would pretty much send money back home most of the time.
Mm,
So it's part of who you are, as you just want to help. So you feel like you have failed if you don't do that. So you end up like pushing yourself too hard, and then it ends up, yeah, taking a toll on your health and on your mental and emotional well-being and all that. So yeah, I've done that plenty of times. But recently I've taught myself to, like, try and schedule, I actually went to ChatGPT. I was like, I have to schedule one day a month where I actually take care of myself. Like, so
mm.
give me ideas of what I have to do on this particular day. Let's say a Sunday, for example. So it gave me things that I like, all those personal cares, massages, nail polish in my daughter. Yeah, all those nice things that make you feel relaxed. I love nature, like taking a walk in the park and all that stuff. So yeah, yeah, you reach a point where you just, like, you remember that there will never be enough money for you to compromise on your health. So you have to take care of
Mm.
yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to first take care of yourself so you can take care of others. You can't yet. That's what I
I like that when Sis Namagogo said we have to take good care of ourselves. Guys, again, we only have one body. And even just like treating yourself, going out, having a fresh air, it's really a
Hmm.
good thing, isn't it? At times we always pushed through exhaustion, more than times than we can count. But
Mhm.
sometimes again we have no choice. It's just because of the responsibilities we are
Mhm.
actually doing. But I think that's really admirable for us women, that we can do all things. We think that we are super girls or we have superpowers that we can do everything. But it's also a sign that we need change, right? That's why we are here in this business. We are trying to have something new that we can do on the side. And yeah, we need change, aren't we? Oh, we nurses here. All right, thank you, ladies. So we are going to see Estela. I can't drag it again. I'll try again later, Sis Estela. Go ahead, Sis Estela.
Yes, hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. In my side, it's 7 p.m. here in Western Australia. Good evening in Sydney. Good, and in Sydney and in Queensland. And good afternoon to Sis Mora in Dubai. So, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching. So, hello again and welcome to our Nurse Life Talk, another interesting talk that we have. My name is Estella, the face behind Estella Vanya's Facebook business page. A mom of two grown ups, a registered nurse by profession, a very proud digital business owner. And I'm originally from Bohol, Philippines, also Bisaya, and living in Sydney, but I'm in my travel nurse contract at the moment. So that's why I'm in Western Australia. So I'll go ahead with our topic, Nasis. I'm scared. I
Yes,
think my
I
connection
think
is my
yeah.
connection okay?
Yeah, we're good. You're good, sis. I think we'll probably go to your
Yeah.
question because I know we could probably relate to each other. So, sis, for you, how often do you come home too tired to enjoy the people you're working so hard? Maybe back then when
To
you were with
enjoy
your
the people.
family.
Yes, that's true. Well, yeah, back then when I was working like 2 to 3 jobs when I first started in Sydney, as in like I only sleep for a little bit and then like if I work day shift and then just sleep for a little bit and then work night shift. Oh my god, that was really crazy. I was and I can't really imagine. Wow, I really did that. Like, where did I get all my energy from? And that was sometimes you don't spend time with your family and loved ones now because you're when you get home you're tired and then you go to work and then sometimes you don't see each other. It's just so and also saying yes, especially during saying yes to what's it extra shifts, especially during COVID. No, all the nurses are burned out because if someone will tested positive with COVID, someone will cover, and that was really crazy. I was working really, really hard at the time, and sometimes I just wish, can I just get positive for COVID so I can? It's my time to rest. That was really crazy. So yeah, we just take turns, and yes, nurses, it's very common. We've all been there. No, we say yes to another shift, even really physically exhausted and mentally drained because yeah sometimes we don't want to let our team down. Sometimes it's because we need extra money or extra income, and also sometimes we just feel guilty to say no. I think it's human nature for us nurses, or not really, because the the whites they're not just really say no. I think it's just us immigrants, or I don't know,
Yeah.
Asians immigrants, or yeah, it's just so weird because for them, oh, it's a big no all the time. But it's just us who are so flexible and lenient that we just always say yes. But over time, I realized that constantly saying yes to everyone else often meant saying no to ourselves, right? So, no to
Mm.
rest, no to our health, no to time with the family, and no to the life that we wanted outside of work. So, yeah, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that saying no isn't selfish, but you know, I always say yes, even not just with work, like even to people who will ask for help, friends, family, like for everyone. whenever they seek help, I just say no. I mean, I just say yes all the time, and like even if it's hard for me, I just say yes. It's really weird, and um that's why I'm really learning. I'm teaching myself to just say no. Like it's okay to say no, and I'm still a work in progress at that. Now I think I got it from my mom and dad because they're so selfless. Like they just help,
Mm.
help, help. Yeah, and so yeah, so it's okay to say no, and it's not selfish. Sometimes it's really the healthiest decision that we can make, and building something also outside our nursing career can give us the freedom to make that decision without fear. So it's really good to have an extra income, a side hustle. And yeah, that's one of the reasons as well why I dig in into to create another stream of income like this business and other businesses, and other passive income that we can create. Like if the opportunity comes, we should grab it, because it's not every day that the opportunity comes, and we're just so lucky to be presented with these opportunities, no? And yeah, it's not like we're trying to leave our job, it's just like a side hustle. Yeah, to look for options and flexibility, so we could work because we want to. It's not because we really need to, or not because we don't have a choice. So yeah, yeah. Back to you, sis.
Thank you, sis. Sometimes, no, we're really taken for granted of what do you call this? Giving time to our family. And do you feel that when you get sick and then it's like you're begging for the time off, and sometimes they won't let you because they're short staff, and that guilty as well, it really affects, it's a painful truth, but that's what happened, I think, as nurses. And it's
It's
kind of like,
reality.
yeah. And yeah, I think, we should not beg to our employers, to have a time off just to look after ourselves. We should have a time now that we are in here in this business, right? So it's a reminder that we are building a different future instead of, other people. But of course, we love helping other people, right? But we need to start thinking, yeah. And I hope you guys, if you
We
are
need to
watching
set
with us,
boundaries.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. So, anyway, guys, do you wanna invite your audience, like in any language that you wanna invite, so they can watch the free webinar? Go ahead. Let's go, Sis Moira. And go ahead, Sis Moira.
Thank you, Sis Louisa. Aan ons Afrikaans sprekendes, ons het weer eens weer net vir julle 'n bietjie inligting, alledaagse lewe. Dit is wat ons doen op ons informasie sessions, op ons live sessions. So dit gaan nie net ook soms oor besigheid, we just incorporate alles wat dit behels, besigheid, familie, jou werk en so aan. So dis aan al ons jou verpleegsters, midwives en so aan. Ons het elke week it's like a free informasie sessions wat ons het op 'n Woensdag en 'n Vrydagoggend 4:00 vir Dubai tyd, en jy moet maar net jou time zone kyk waar ook al jy in die wêreld in is. Vir ons Suid-Afrikaners gaan dit obviously bietjie vroeër wees, 2:00 in die oggend. En as jy net daai extra, in te sit om meer te weet van ons besigheid en dit wat ons doen. En dan kan ons dit verder neem. So daar's my website, stuur my 'n boodskap as jy enige vrae het of enige iets wat meer wil weet van wat ons regtig doen. So, thank you, Louisa.
You're welcome. How about Sis Nomagugu? Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, sis. So I'm just going to say, salibonani makadili njani lapha elikhona. Just after talk lesibelayo labanye onesi abanye omongikazi from all over the world, the other one is from Dubai, abanye base Australia. It gives you a different way of making imali. You don't have to be stuck ngendlela eyakudala ukuthi kuthiwa khula uye emsebenzini uye ukuthi uthole imali. You can always make money in a different way ngekuyenza i-digital business le. So if you want to talk or ukubakwazi just to learn ukuthi vele kuhamba njani, just contact me, sikhulume nje ku-message, or you can just see i-message i-website yami on the screen, www.nomankomo.com. You can always see a free webinar on how to start. Thank you.
Thank you, sis. How about sis Stella? So I don't know why, but I can't. Oh, here we go. Go
Yes,
ahead.
everyone who are always watching us, I think that's a sign. If you see us in your screen or in your news feed, that's probably a sign that you should do something for a change, to change your life for the better. And yes, as what they've said, they sound so good when they speak in their own language. It's like, wow, it's so amazing. But yeah, sa mga Bisaya, I'll speak to my dialect
Yeah,
na lang
yeah.
po.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
sis.
who are always watching. Uh, it's hard man to speak in my language.
That's okay.
Yeah, so give it a try. Our websites are here. If you're looking for something that is flexible, not time demanding, not physically demanding, it's this is the best, because we're living in a digital world now, and this digital business is the way for the future. So yeah, and this is attraction marketing, so it's really good. If you are curious, just watch our 90-minute complimentary webinar. It's twice a week, so it's every Wednesday and Fridays in Australia and in the Philippines. So just Google your time zone, because it's worldwide. So yep, and we have a great and awesome community here, very supportive and inspiring. So yeah, do something today that your future self will thank you for. So yeah, change is you should do something to change your life for the better. Back to you,
Thank
sis.
you. Thank you, sis. Okay, everyone. Maraming salamat to all of you who are watching with us. Thank you very much. Sa lahat ng mga Filipinos, OFWs, mga nurses, I know na you are getting tired, guys. You know, saying yes to shifts, even when your body and mind are saying no, is not the life that you're meant to settle for. So, if you're tired of running on empty, tired of choosing survival over peace, pagod na talaga kayo, and you just want to give everything and leave nothing for yourself. Guys, this is your wake up call. I have my website here. You can register with your full name and your valid email address, www.growwithluisa.com. You know, choose a path that honors your health. Choose a future that gives you time freedom, and choose a life where your dreams matter, you know, as much as your responsibilities. You deserve more than exhaustion, and you deserve a chance to rise, diba? So not just only nurses, to all of you who are watching with us, again, thank you very much for giving us your time, ladies, and also to our audience who are watching. If you have any comments or questions, please do reach out to us, or put it in our comment section. And guys, you have a lovely night, okay? Thank you
Good
again,
night.
ladies.
Thank you.
Have
Have a
a
good shift later.
nice
Bye.
night.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ladies. Bye, everyone.
Bye.